Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Laxmi Prakash Semwal. I'm director of Annamrit Farmers as Owners Foundation. As in the name, Farmers as Owners is our idea to give value chain business to the farmers when we invest upfront in the value chain business as social investors, as social investment. So the problem and challenges of agriculture in current scenario is the marginal, as all we know, marginalized farmers unable to escape from the grip and their dependence on middlemen, informal lenders, and other intermediaries in value chain businesses, either for logistic support, for financial means, or for technical know-how. All the intermediaries are taking a lead role and farmers are dependent on those. Second is farmers lack collectively access to the market, marketing and market information, and the real business rigor, which is again in the hand of middlemen. This results into lower income and lower returns, which lead further to the migration of young people from rural areas where mainly the green fields and agriculture production is going on to the semi-urban and urban areas. And that is the production side. That is the back end of problem. At the far end, the farmers and their collectives do not have adequate storage facility, value addition businesses, other infrastructure, and in the case of fresh produce, they don't have any cold chain facilities to handle and keep the quality up to international standard to compete with their international competitors. This also, again, due to the lack of information on production, distribution, storage, collection, and consumer information of agri-produce, which further resulted in the big gap among demand and supply. And further, these problems add on to the businesses, MSMEs and farmers, that they each time they are looking for subsidized support and grants from governments. What government and private sector tried so far to overcome these problems is, from the government side, mainly the loan and grant schemes, which provide financial assistance to the farmers, and their value drivers are transactional support to the farmers. In these schemes, the daily control and management stay with the government functionary who really don't have insight of real problem and challenges of farmers and their collectives. So they further fall in the poverty trap, they means the farmers, and each time governments again looking for the solution in the form of subsidies and grant. At the other hand, the private sector model also tried to solve these problems, but they have their own interest, and that is very fair, that they need to maximize their shareholders' money. So they are sustaining the production and with improving farmer income, but each time they are coming with the top-down approach, and in those cases, these businesses controlled, administered, and managed by their appointed management. In these contract farming type of private sector intervention, conflicts between short-term interest of farmers and long-term interest of company always visible for the business, and these conflict of interest prevails to various kind of socio-political disturbances or conflicts among the farmers and the businesses. The cooperative model also tried and have much better results than the private sector and government scheme model. Their main aim also driven by the maximization of shareholders' profit. But their value drivers are the maximization of farmer income. So here they have daily control, management, and administration of business in the hand of elected farmer representative, where the short-term interest of farmer prevails over the long-term interest of business. We tried a partnership model, a hybrid of cooperative and private sector, which we call CCP, cooperative corporate partnership model, where synergy between farmers, businesses, investors, knowledge institutions, and other stakeholders called as farmers as owners. So ultimately, this is the eventual ownership model of farmers. Farmers will become the owners of these value chain, value addition businesses at the end, when they will return the investment of investor. So we try to mix the main aim of these farmers as owners model as the blended idea of cooperative and corporate, profit maximization for farmers through business development across the agro-product value chain, from where we are visualizing rural prosperity. So creation of livelihood for farmers with employment opportunity for youth in rural and semi-urban area. The value drivers we envisaged is optimizing profit for benefit of farmers and secure continuity and growth through increased quality production. The both good principles and ethical value of cooperative, optimization of profit for farmers, and for business, it should be sustainable and continuous growth through quality production. So fair competitive business, and the management as a business wise, where farmer together can administer, can govern the business, but farmer cannot give daily operational advice to the managers. The management will remain in the hands of professionals. And this systemic intervention across the value chain, we are looking, and we practiced in our Apple project model at pre-production level, production level, post-production level, and further at the distribution level, where at each stage we have a business rigor from professionals, quality production from the farmers, and adequate investment from our investing partner. And we are looking the partners and stakeholders at different stages. At pre-production, we have agri university and academics with the government, with their scheme and budgetary intervention. At production level, farmers and financial institution, because farmers and their collectives also require finance to keep their production quality and quantity as much as marketable at post-production level, technical institute and business school with the businesses, and at distribution level again businesses with consumers and government support. In Apple project model, I will explain that in next few slides. We try to keep all these stakeholders and partners from farm to market to fork as much as intact with us. So what these partners will do during the whole progress of project life cycle and even after the project period, the farmers and farmer collective associated as producer for collective action, because they need enough volume and superior desired quality by consumer as a marketable volume. So collectively, they need to reach at qualitative and quantitative norms or as a demand from market. Joint companies of farmers collective and investor will do the business activity, and they are the nucleus for value addition. Non-governmental development organization, NGOs or NGDOs, as a facilitator for farmer organization and motivators for the businesses and for the consumers. Also, they will keep control over the principles and the quality of their produce and the model. The private sector will ensure the business rigor, and they will do the competitive business and add value in the farmers' commodity by giving advice backward to the farmers and bringing new technology from the farmer side. The social investor will provide the financial support, either grant or loan, and they will keep oversight over the asset management and the business development. At right time, these investors will see and will ensure the social return on their investment with the economic return at the same time. So no one can feel left behind, and the blended value of social returns and economic returns were ensured with the private sector and NGDO. External support also could be accessed for quality improvement from the technical institution, policy influence in and out with the states, government, and other players in the field, in the form of subsidies, legal advisory, and regulatory framework. So these are our partners. We have the farmers meeting with the investor. In first picture, we can say we have the shear transfer in the second picture with the state functionary. We have engineering staff and construction supervisors in our another picture, and they will provide the backstopping support to the farmers and their organization. Our objectives with the guiding principles are we are partnering for rural prosperity with business rigor, consolidating and developing, as of now, the fruit and agri value chains. In fruit, in apple business, we did that successfully since 2007 till now, and now we are preparing our team and our farmers in other area for application, connecting and consumers to the farmers. So this part also, like agri-tourism or quality food supply and socially conscious consumer, we are also doing those kinds of linkages with consumer and farmers for win-win of consumers to get quality food and for farmers to access better market for their sustainable livelihood and increased income. So our guiding principles are invest in profitable agro-business venture. For that, we in the beginning we do feasibility of commodity, area, and market. Second, we are giving investment in shape of loan and no free money from as investor. That loan also belongs to both kind of returns, either economic or social. So either we have positive return on investment, financial return on investment, or social return on investment. Continuous guidance for capacity building by professional. So we are connecting universities, business schools, farmers, and the business through various interacting sessions, and also like this forum today's discussion. Invest in the agri value chain business, but also plow back the profit to the farmers. So in agri value chain business, investor is investing, bringing in the money, business is bringing in the market and demand and their business sense, but farmer also bringing in their commodity. So all three partners will get the share in their profit, in the added value. Collective action of farmers to save time, risk, and cost, improve bargaining position of farmer, substitute intermediary by farmer-owned businesses. So this principle need to keep the farmers as owners from day one, that they will not again fall in the trap of intermediary by replacing those middlemen through their own businesses. We are not creating or not criticizing them, but we are replacing them with the businesses owned by the farmers. Overcome difficulties of farmers in handling and logistics. We in our model we try to do these transparent tracking of commodity and to keep these principles monitored each time through our ICT software in cloud, which Mr. Uttal helped us to develop, where the production, pre-production from flowering stage of plant is tracked, monitored, and all kind of input supply provided through this software, and till this collected, sorted, graded, transported, stored by the value addition business, by joint businesses, and sold in the market. Everything is recorded in a transparent tracking system. Also to keep the quality of through cold chain, and to give to distribute the profit among the stakeholders. So we have this in-house copyrighted software with us, and now we are trying to collaborate with other stakeholders in this field as IoT support. So fact sheet till now, we started this in 2007 in three districts, two in Uttarakhand and one in Himachal, collectivized more than 5,000 farmers, and we formed one women collective also. Sri Jagdamba Samiti was the initiator, NGDO, organizer of these farmer collectives, and bringing the investor in for this project. Our social investor was a family foundation and based in Netherlands, who started investing since 2001, but in Apple project we started in 2007, and they provided 15 crores loan investment support for eventually for our own business. In 2015, after 8 years, all the investment paid back to the SHGW Foundation by one collective entity named as Annamrit Farmers as Owner Foundation of all farmer collectives in 9 places, in 9 geography, and they paid all the investment of SHGW back. And now these apple value chain business belong to the farmers. And the Annamrit Foundation is now forging win-win partnership between producer, growers, organizers, and social investors, galvanizing the financial, natural, and technical resources, and tracking of social business ethics and practices in other areas with like-minded people, either farmers collectives, social investment partner, or financial institution or knowledge institution like universities or B schools. So we are now prepared for replication of the model in other areas. This is the whole scenario of partnership with farmers. At initial stage, we started with NGOs who provide technical support or backstopping to the farmers, and they formed their mutual trust, who then invested 10% shares holding in joint businesses, joint companies. These all are the private companies. In these companies, where Annamrit Foundation or at initial stage SHGW Foundation invested 99%, and then the joint businesses made their business profitable, and they repaid the investment out of the value added in farmers produce, and out of profit they paid back the investment to SHGW in the beginning, and now Annamrit Farmers Owners Foundation. As much as investment is repaid, the proportionate share will be transferred, has been transferred to the farmer trust or farmer cooperatives, and then they got 49% of shareholding and 100% of economic right, and with the provision that to keep management and business rigor intact for the sustainability of these value addition businesses, the management control, ethical value control will remain with the Annamrit Foundation. How the transfer of share take place? These all 5 traditional supply chain and apple production intervention show what is the roadside price conventionally and how our collection point is paying. The additional value added to these produce comparatively with the conventional middleman business and return to farmers. These better price from collection point and storage business going back to the farmers. 1/3 at the end of one business cycle, and remaining at the end of the business year in proportionally transferred share. And these are our key drivers. The technology, we have this long-term storage facility in a remote village of Himalaya, close to Yamunotri, and we have these bins filled with apple during harvesting season in September, October. They are stored in these cold room, controlled atmosphere room. Then through the refrigerated truck, it's transported to the market during off season. Whatever is not feasible for direct selling could be processed as a juice in bag in box technology, 100% pasteurized without preservative and without any added sugar. And we have these bag in box pasteurized apple juice. This technology, again, we have these collection point semi automatic grading machine with 5,000 apple growers. These juice business belong to the women's collective of same family, where we have the social footprint of time effective, improved market access to the women and their businesses, direct payment and transparent price to the men farmers with the women enterprises, focus on quality, profit-based premium, profit sharing by all the stakeholders, transfer of shareholding, and it will belong 100% to the farmers and their collective. So this model of farmers as owners, or eventually farmers owned value chain business, need to be replicated in every area, in each village. I can say every village of India, with prime focus on value addition to the farmer community, tracking the commodities from pre-production to the consumers, and keeping eyes on demand and supply. So farmer or the producers cannot produce more than it's required and less than it's required. Otherwise, we either will depend on the import, or we will have very lower price. In agriculture community, we often can see that in 1 year we have very high prices due to low yield, because farmer not sown their field for lower prices in previous year, and in another year, due to that shortage in the market, the prices will go high, and then farmer will sow more crop, and it will again the glut in the market in third year. So this is a very strange cycle of price volatility and also scarcity in the market of the production and quality production. Yeah, I will stop here, and all the questions from participants will welcome. I will try to answer as much as question allow us to answer in the time frame.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the detailed presentation. Let me check if we have any questions. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir?
Stop sharing. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The first question is, if someone wants to replicate your model in another part of the country, what advice can you provide them?
Yes, we will provide the support for feasibility of the business. We can provide organizing support from our NGO partner and the farmers collective, who now have experience from this existing project. And based on this feasibility and backstopping, organizing, then jointly with the collectives in that area, with the farmers collective of that area, will present the project and the funding requirement to potential social investor or the industry.
Okay. The next question is, joining up a group of farmers, is it an easy task?
Not as that much easy, because lot of intervention from government also going on. Earlier the cooperative model, now the farmer producer organization kind of schemes, and apart from government, also private businesses they are trying to organize farmers and their collectives in the form of contract farming or lease farming or leasing the land. But in all those efforts, there are positive results and also few shortcomings. So that is not easy in a state way, but if good business feasibility is there, and based on the feasibility, the farmers collectives will keep their partnership in positive way with the investor. Either the investor is state or the conventional financial institution or any other private investment. If these partnership will become and they will see win-win for them, then it could be a easy task to organize farmers, because they will see their future in those partnerships.
Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Why did you personally wanted to get involved in this? Has this been fulfilling?
Personally, in what?
Uh, why did you get involved personally into this agri chain business?
Yes, that's more emotional than than financial, economic, or social interest, because farming and food production is more close to my heart, and I born in a farmer's family. My parents did farming in Himalaya, in a remote village where I grown up as a child with nature, with farms, with production, with seeing how the plants grow. It looks green, and then flowering comes, and then it's ripen as a fruit or as grains and as seed, and then another cycle started. So growing from seed, taking birth, and then developing a growth, and then dying, and then becoming the residues and manure, and again started a new life, is very emotional for me. So each time you can see a new day, a new month, a new season, a new year with the farms, and that's why. But the farming and the agriculture then become very loss-making ventures, and people started migrating from villages to the city, and that hurts me. I really want to do something. Luckily, fortunately, I met with this investor of Family Foundation in Netherlands, and then I started this.
Okay, so you're fulfilled with this venture.
Yes.
Okay.
So far, it's very satisfying to me. But now I'm trying to do something for replication of this model.
Okay. Okay. The next question is, how is your activity funded?
What?
How was your activity funded?
Yes, that was the mixed grant and loan funding by a single sole funding agency, Dutch Family Foundation. This foundation was created by a Dutch family who started their business during hunger winter in Netherlands. After Second World War, this couple, Deni Dirake and her husband, started a shop, a grocery shop, and then suddenly the hunger winter came. And other shopkeepers, other grocery vendor, they hiked the prices. And in that case, these commodity generally generally goes to the rich families and people, and mostly the poor are dying with hunger. They made one ethical commitment that our consumer, our customer will get equal share of the food, whatever available in the shop, on for the fair prices. And due to this principle, after World War II, their business got attention from the consumers, and they made billions out of these ethics. In 1999, they sold their business to one conglomerate from Hong Kong, and they keep 1/3 of their money, their wealth, for welfare of farmers. But it's not the welfare in form of subsidy, grant, or charity, but in the shape of investment, social investment, the mix of grant and loan. What was the principle of their foundation that time in 2001? That we means the SHGW will provide opportunity to the farmers, to the producers, if to become owners of the value chain business. If they will build something positive on those opportunities, then a part of their investment will be waived. But if not, if the farmers will miss the opportunity, they have no problem to leave the assets in those areas, but a farmer can see what they miss. And they were very much they have the beliefs that on those principles the farmer collective will build their own business and they will become the owners of the business. That's why we keep the name farmers as owners.
Okay, and go to the next question. Is this a farmer producer company or an NGO?
No, we have three different entities at 3 stages. So one is farmer collectives, either a farmer producer company or a cooperative or a mutual trust of producers of the farmers, of supplying farmers. This entity will keep the promise of providing enough quality production to a value addition business. The value addition business, then a joint company, joint private company of this farmer collective and the investor. So this company is the nucleus of a business. So this is second entity. And third is the investing foundation. Earlier, SHGW, a foreign family foundation, and now Annamrit Farmers Owner Foundation. So these three are at different stages. For production, we have farmer collectives, a registered entity, either a cooperative or a mutual benefit trust or a farmer producer company. At other hand, as an investor, we have Annamrit Foundation or any other foundation of any socio-economic value based investor, and then these two, one with the financial means and one with the agri production means, will form a joint business as a private company. This private company in the beginning will own majority by the financial investor, and at the end 100% by the producers club. So we have three entities.
Okay. I'll move on to the next question, sir. You mentioned social business approach to agri-business. Can you explain what this means?
So social business is a business where they do value addition in the farmers community or any community like other business, and get financial return on that. But as a social business, they also care for the society, for their producers. So part of their profit and wealth as ownership will go back to the society, to the producer, if they will earn more through value addition. But if in any case the value addition business will run or will make a loss, they will not claim, they means the investor will not claim those losses against the farmers. So here also we have a slight difference in loan and grant scheme of government agency or any other schemes where, like loan waivers. At the end, we are offering in the beginning that the farmers production, farmers commodity will be treated and the business will add value in those and will be treated as a profitable business when keeping the fair price payment to the farmers on the prevailing prices of the day by the competitors. So but at the end, the farmers will get more profit and ownership on these businesses for their own society. That's why we are calling this social business.
Okay. The next question is from one of our participants, Mr. Mohan, is asking, sir, your NGO provides services only in India or outside India also?
So far only in India, but we have no problem if someone need our services and advisory and consultation from in other area, in other countries. We can provide that if our financial means and cost will allow us to do that.
Okay. The next question is, what are some major challenges farmers face in the Himalayan regions?
A lot. Climate change, and particularly in our apple business, the apple production line is shifting upward due to warm weather and less snowfall during winter. So climate change is one. Insufficient infrastructure support in the competition of other imported commodity, because Himalayan production is generally on the remote area, and it's more costlier than the import, particularly in the case of apple. Also, the lack of technical technical support, the technological support for farming in other countries. Competitively, they have more modern, higher, and cost-effective technology in handling, collection, and handling, collection, storage, and distribution. But we are still lacking in those technologies. So these are the challenges. Another one is the investment, lack of investment also. In Himalaya, very few people want to invest in the businesses and infrastructure due to lower profitability and remoteness. So these are few challenges apart from the bigger challenges of out migration from hilly area, from remote area to the cities, to the plains. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check if we have any further questions. There are no further questions, sir. We are now
Yes.
completed the round of questions.
Yeah.
On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I like to thank Mr. Laxmi Prakash Semwal for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank the participants in the meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
All right. Okay. Thank you.